Episode title: Sneferu, the first king of the pyramid, and the forerunner of pharaonic greatness. Welcome to the new episode of the series History of the Pharaohs. Today, we will get acquainted with one of the greatest kings of the 4th dynasty of ancient Egypt, King Sneferu. Episode content: about the life of King Sneferu and his reign, the construction of the Sneferu pyramid and its cultural and historical significance, the achievements of King Sneferu in wars and politics. His influence on pharaonic art and architecture. The end of his reign and legacy. About the life of King Sneferu and his reign. King Sneferu ruled ancient Egypt in the ancient era, where he belonged to the 4th dynasty of the royal dynasties. Sneferu was born as the son of King Cheops, the builder of the Great Pyramid of Giza, and therefore was considered the heir to the throne. It is believed that Sneferu took power at the end of the 27th century BC. King Sneferu is considered one of the most prominent pharaohs who founded the pharaonic glory. In his reign, leading successful military campaigns and seeking to expand the borders of Egypt, Sneferu was also interested in art and architecture, and the construction of his pyramid in the city of Dahshur, which is now known as the Curved Pyramid of Sneferu, is considered one of the most outstanding architectural achievements of his time. The life of King Sneferu is of interest to historians and scientists, as they take up the study of his reign and the cultural and historical legacy that he left behind. The construction of the Pyramid of Sneferu and its cultural and historical significance. The construction of the Pyramid of Sneferu in Dahshur is one of the most important architectural achievements in the history of ancient Egypt and carries great cultural and historical significance. This pyramid, built by King Sneferu, also known as the Curved Pyramid of Sneferu, is considered an amazing engineering innovation of its time. The Pyramid of Sneferu is distinguished by its curved, gravity-defying design, appearing as if polished from sandstone. These innovations in architecture and construction provided a qualitative lead in the building art of his time. Culturally, the Pyramid of Sneferu represents an important stop in the development of engineering and architecture of ancient Egypt, and reflects the skill of the pharaohs in using the technology available at that time. In addition, the construction of the pyramid shows the accuracy and dedication that he put into it, reflecting the values of hard work and dedication to achieving big goals. Historically, the Pyramid of Sneferu provides a window into an important period in the history of ancient Egypt, and the period of the reign of King Sneferu. The construction of the pyramid reflects the greatness and political power of the king and the Egyptian state at that time, highlights the efforts that were made to unite and organize the country under one rule. In short, the Pyramid of Sneferu is an important historical, artistic, and engineering masterpiece, representing a valuable cultural and historical heritage of ancient Egypt, and highlighting the role of King Sneferu in the progress of Egyptian society at that time. Achievements of King Sneferu in wars and politics. Reign of King Sneferu was marked by his outstanding achievements in wars and politics, as he managed to achieve several victories and establish political stability of ancient Egypt. Here are some of his achievements in this aspect. Expanding the borders. Sneferu successfully expanded the borders of ancient Egypt. By conducting successful military campaigns, he was able to expand Egypt's influence to the border areas and secure the northern and southern borders of the state. Rebuilding the army. Sneferu worked to reorganize the Egyptian army and modernize the tactics of war, making it an effective military force capable of defending the country and expanding its influence. Establishing alliances. Sneferu successfully built diplomatic relations with neighboring countries and secured strategic alliances. These relations have contributed to enhancing security and stability in the region and realizing Egypt's political and economic interests. Management organization. Sneferu managed the affairs of the state wisely and adopted development policies aimed at improving the lives of the Egyptian people. He had an interest in improving infrastructure and developing the economy for the welfare of the people. In short, King Sneferu had great contributions to the stabilization and political and economic progress of ancient Egypt. Was a wise and dedicated leader in serving his people and protecting the borders of his country. His influence on pharaonic art and architecture. King Sneferu left his outstanding mark on pharaonic art and architecture, as his achievements in this field greatly influenced the cultural and artistic development of ancient Egypt. Here are some of his influences on pharaonic art and architecture. Sophisticated construction techniques. The era of Sneferu saw a tremendous development in construction techniques, as stones were used more accurately and new techniques were used in architecture. This development was manifested in the construction of the Pyramid of Sneferu, which is considered an amazing technical and engineering achievement. The development of decorative styles. Pharaonic art was influenced by new styles during the reign of Sneferu, during which the development of sculpture and statuary. New techniques in carving and stone carving appeared in the era of Sneferu, which led to the development of monumental sculptures and statues representing kings and gods. This development had a huge role in the expression of pharaonic art about power, religion, and civilization. The influence of the pyramid on later architecture. The construction of the Pyramid of Sneferu and ushered influenced the pharaonic architecture of later periods, as these geometric and constructivist techniques became a model of inspiration in Egyptian heraldry. In short, the achievements of King Sneferu, art and architecture, were a qualitative transformation in pharaonic history, contributing to the development of constructivist arts and techniques, and leaving a lasting impact on the artistic and architectural history of ancient Egypt. The end of his reign and legacy. The end of the reign of King Sneferu saw changes in the political and social arena of ancient Egypt. After his long and accomplished reign, the throne of Egypt was succeeded by his son Khufu. He left outstanding traces in Egyptian history and culture. In addition to the construction of his famous pyramid, his reign saw the development of pharaonic art and architecture, raising the status of Egypt on the international arena through wars and diplomatic alliances. The monuments remaining from his reign, such as the Pyramid of Sneferu, statues and inscriptions, are an integral part of the heritage of ancient Egypt, reflecting the greatness and progress of this ancient civilization. Although the reign of King Sneferu may have passed, his influence and legacy are still present in the historical and cultural memory of Egypt and the whole world. Conclusion. Thus, we have reviewed the story and legacy of King Sneferu, who was not just a king, but a symbol of